Hey, it's me. So I just recorded it. It wound up being like 15 minutes. Wanted to be a little less than that, kind of get to the point. Because unfortunately, yeah. I mean, it wasn't stuff that you didn't need to hear, but I want to get to the point. Um, so this is just kind of story time. I don't really know if there's a lesson behind it or anything. We'll just get there. So, I'm transparent in my prayers, that I have a hard time with my prayers, my prayer life. I keep pushing, I keep trying, and it was very weird because when I say weird, I mean God stuff, because it's nobody but Him. When I was praying for my prayer life and trying to find encouragement and things like that, my preacher got up and asked the gentlemen of the church to start coming to pray before Sunday mornings, before Sunday school. And then one of the women, she said, well, let's do women's as well. And so I was like, okay, I jumped at it because I'm like, okay. And then I started thinking, it was like one time we did this guided prayer. We come in and there was a list of things, and, you just take that, whatever it was that was on the list, and you start praying for it. And so I was like, God, just bring that again, something, give me something. And sure enough, my preacher just announced that we're getting ready to do that in a couple weeks. So God's causing these opportunities. I just got to be obedient. I've got to do them. And yes, I'm jumping at it. But with me being told that I'm going to be intercessory prayer, and there has been moments that, like 2 certain times that was very weird, that I went and prayed for 2 people, and it was like just one word was just flooding my head, for these people, and that's what I started praying. And one woman in particular, I think I've already done a video about that. I don't remember. I was praying for her, and like the word peace just kept repeating in my head. It would not go away. And after we were done, I just felt the push, the calling to go and talk to her. And when I went and talked to her, we have like a card when you're new, you write things on there, and apparently she wrote peace. So I was like, okay, I'm listening, Lord. So you're working, I'm trying, use me however you want me. So one of the things that I prayed about for a while was where I'm at. Because where I'm at, I'm not happy. I mean, I am very joyful. I am very thankful, because where I am and where I have been are 2 totally different things. But for the things that God has promised me that hasn't happened yet, and when I think of those things, it's like, God, when it's of you and it's going to be right, I'm so excited to finally be in that place to where I have given up on what I'm trying to do, what I have messed up on. Now when I make decisions, I call on Him first. I'm like, okay, I mean, it can be something as simple. Do I go on to US 1 or do I take 40? Things like that, because I don't want to make the wrong choices, and I want to rely on Him. And so one of the things was, real big on, I'm a single mom. I'm almost 44 years old, living in an apartment. This is not where I want to be. And I know God has worked on me in these past 2.5 years and changed me completely 180. I'm a completely different person. I still got more growing to do. I'm not finished. But it was like, God, you've shown me these prayers. I mean, you showed me these promises, and there's been little by little things would happen and then it'd stop. And little by little something would happen, then it would stop. And then there's like absolutely nothing. And then just recently something that caught my eye that could possibly be a sign or something could be moving. But I don't want to say that and it not be, and then I get disappointed because it's still not time. Anyway, so one of the things I have been praying is, God, where I'm at, to get to those promises, I know I've got to change. I've got to do better. I've got to do different things. But more than anything, I want to start over. If I could just start over. Then I feel I could do so much better. So I get lots of dreams. I mean, I've told people dreams, and like, how do you remember so much detail on those dreams? And so I know God's talking to me through those dreams, so I I got a journal, and I sit there and I write down every single dream. Not every single dream is from him. It's like I can pretty much tell the difference, what's from him and what's not. And I'll sit there and I'll pray about it and go through it. And I've gotten revelations on some, and some I'm not 100% sure. But I do get kind of a synopsis of a summary of a hint of what it might be. And so one in particular, I was in a house. I was looking at a house, and I had my realtor friend with me, and she was like, there's a little bit of problems in here, but we're gonna fix them. She was all upbeat and like taking care of things, and I'm just looking around, and I'm like, I'm not so sure. There's things that need to be done. And then all of a sudden there was two women that came in, and one in particular had a Bluetooth in her ear, and both of them were dressed very businesslike, and they were talking to each other, not really talking to me, but kind of what they were talking about had to do with me. And then I walk over, and there's a piece of paper on the counter, and I signed my maiden name in the year 2025. Now, I've prayed and asked for revelation. There's some things, but there's one thing that's kind of standing out that I'm praying that it is. I haven't got confirmation, but that this is my year. This is the year for me. And I am so praying that it is. But here's where the weird thing. So not too long after that dream, I find out that where I work has been sold to another company. And it's like, okay, where's this going to go? Now, I am proud of myself because the old Heather would have freaked out tremendously. But I had a little moment, but then it was like, okay, God, whatever you want, I'm here. You're in control. I can't change anything and do anything. You tell me to go get another job, I'll start looking. You tell me to hang out and wait, I'll do that. And that's what I've done, and just found out that I'm secure. I'm secure. But anyway, so then with the new company taking over, they were supposed to come the next Thursday and Friday, basically to do HR type stuff. So, the beginning of that week, my ex came by to visit my daughter, and out of the blue, now we separated in 2019, got divorced in 2022 because COVID hit, so we had to stretch things out, and then never said a word about it. And he said, "Did you ever change your name back to my maiden name?" Because it was in the divorce decree. And I was like, no. And where I work now, I had told that lady that we had just gotten a divorce, and I was eventually going to change my name, but I never got around to it. So everything at my work, I don't know how to say it, previous work, it's all my maiden name. That's all they know me by. And when the new company came in, they said, we're going to have to e-file this, and it's going to kick up something and cause a lot of problems if you do it by the wrong name. And she said, so what do you want to do? So it forced me to make a decision and go ahead and do my maiden name. Go ahead and go through that process. And North Carolina DMV, that will be another video, because after 3 attempts, I finally got it changed. Social Security was easy, apparently, which I thought that was going to be the hard one, but DMV, nope. Anyway, so I got all that changed, and I went and asked my ex, because it was like weird. It was just because I had that dream, and then he made the comment, and then that happened, and I was like, God, I don't understand. So I asked my ex-husband, I said, why did you ask me? He said, I really don't know. He said, it just came to mind, and I just asked. I was like, okay. And I guess I drug my feet because, one, of having to go through the process and what I thought it was going to take, and another part of having a different last name than my daughter, and I don't know. It was just that. So then one day I really sat there because it was bugging me. It was just like, or not bugging me, it was just like, there's something there that I'm not getting. Because it was too weird the way that those 3 things happened. I signed my maiden name 2025 in my dream. Then my ex asked me that out of nowhere after 3 years. And I mean, because it didn't matter to him whether I did or not. And his wife and I get along, so it's not like it would have been something that she would have harped on. And she knows I don't want them. And then the third being the work requiring it. The new job requiring it. So I sat there and I was like, God, I just don't get it. I don't understand. Please, please. And so I was praying hard. I was asking hard. And I mean, clear as day. Clear as day. He said, you kept asking for a fresh start. It starts here. In my other video, I told you I deserve my student loans. I'm the one that chose to go to school. I'm the one that apparently didn't read the fine print or keep up with it on everything. But when I found out that my school apparently lied to everybody, and everybody during a certain time frame is having their loans forgiven, I was like, God, thank you. Thank you. And he's going to wipe that, and that's going to wipe out from my credit report, which will help with the house. He's made ways for me to pay down my credit cards. And now starting with the name. And then to add to that, so yes, I'm fat. I'm overweight. For a very, very long time, I had no health problems. I mean, I'm still on paper. I'm still great. But last year, I had horrible. I tore my MCL and my knee, and I had fluid around my heart. My legs and my feet stayed swollen for days. And it was a tough journey. And so then I promised God if he helped my knee to feel better, that I would get out there and I would do it this time. I would diet, I would exercise, I would lifestyle change, not diet, lifestyle change. And so I failed. I did not. So then my knee started hurting, and then I don't know what happened, but my legs and my feet started swelling again, and I started feeling the weird feeling in my chest when the fluid around my heart. And I'm like, we're not doing this. We're not going back down this. I can't. One, I can't miss all this work, especially with a new job. I can't. And I was sitting there one Sunday night, and it was weird because I didn't say anything. I really did not say anything. And I get this strong desire. It was literally like a light switch changed. And it was a strong desire to do this lifestyle change. Now, I was already doing Lent. I don't do Lent the Catholic way, nothing against them. But it's something I have done for many, many years, to just for the time of Lent, to give some type of sacrifice for just, God, thank you. Thank you for the things that I haven't ever thanked you for. I mean, even when I was not in my walk, I've done this maybe 10 years. So I did this year, and I gave up sodas and sweets. And so not this past Sunday, the Sunday before, like I said, it was like a light switch. And I was like, okay, well, it was easy for me not to worry about sodas and sweets because I had already given them up. But I was like, God, losing weight, my biggest fear is having the hanging skin afterwards. And everything I read, and then the person I talked to at a vitamin store the next day was like, well, if you do it slowly, well, endurance and patience are not my strong suit, or they weren't. But God has been working on me and working on my patience and definitely my endurance, because me holding on to these promises, old Heather would have gave up. I mean, seriously, I'd have been like, God, I just don't even want it anymore. I mean, there's been times I have said that. I was like, God, I just don't even want this anymore. I'm tired of the fight. I'm tired of holding on. I'm not seeing anything. But then something just changes all that. So anyway, I spent the money I shouldn't have on a site that tells me what I need to do as far as steps, and with my knee and my heart situation, or my edema situation, specialized workouts. And then also with me not exercising, it takes that into account too. And then a calorie counting thing, and it sends me notifications and all this. And it's weird because before I had done it, and I mean, there's 3 times for certain that I did, and I tried those quick diets, the all protein diet, Mayo Clinic diet, and then I tried with like Ally pills or whatever, and nothing ever worked. Nothing. I mean, it would work a little bit, but then I'd quit, and then I gained it all back and more. But now something is different, like with these apps. I mean, like there was 2 days. One day I really couldn't because I was having the fluid around my heart situation. But there was another day that it was like, I just don't even, there wasn't a lot of time that I could have had in the day to get my steps in. It was a busy day at work. Anyway, but when it got down to it, I looked at my count and I'm like 1,000 and something off. And I was like, you know what? No. And so I got up, and me and my daughter at 8 o'clock at night are stomping around the living room so I can get these steps in. And I did it. And it's like something now I want to do. You know, now I want to go back out and walk in nature. And I want to. We had a thing at church last Sunday, or the Sunday before. I don't remember now. And right in front of my face, eclair cake and banana pudding. Two of the biggest desserts that I love. And I had no desire to taste them. And I had told God that. I was like, for me to lose weight, you're going to have to take these desires. I mean, it wasn't just for the Lent situation. It was like, I don't even have the desire now. And I don't have the desire to go and get a cheeseburger from and fries from McDonald's or whatever. And like she wanted a pizza the other night, and I'm like, I wonder what grilled chicken tastes like on pizza. It's really good, believe it or not. Thin crust with grilled chicken was actually pretty good. So it's different things like that. It's like I want to do that. I don't even have a taste. Like pepperoni, I didn't even have a taste for the pepperoni, and normally that's what I get. So I know that it's him, because that's not me. That's not my power. That's not where I'm directed to. So anyway, you know me, I ramble, and I'm sorry. And I tried not to make this another 15 minutes, and here we are. So I pray. When you think it's not working, when you think that it's hard, when you think you're doing horrible at it, keep pushing through. When that promise hasn't got here yet, keep pushing through. Let him work on those other areas. And I called my friend, or I texted my friend not too long ago, and I was like, if you're not praying for your promise anymore, like you don't feel a desire to, but you feel like there's something else that God's put in front of you to pray instead, do you feel like God takes your mind off of that to this prayer? And I don't really want to repeat her answer, but she did tell me. She said, no, don't stop praying for your promise. But she says, I do believe that there are times that God wants you to make something else a priority. That's kind of the way she said it. And I feel like that's where he's at now. That I need to work on my health first before anything. Because, I'm going to need that and my knee better to be able to pack and to move. I don't know. I hope this gave you some type of encouragement. I hope the story gives you something that maybe will help you in some way. But if you feel like your life has to be together before you come to him, no. My life was not. I was in so many places of sin when I came back to him. And where I am at now is totally different. Totally different. I was like, there's no way in the world. How can you live a close to sinless life? You can. Because you don't have the desires to do those things you did before. It's not part of your character anymore. The closer I'm getting to him, the more that I don't do anything. I mean, not that I'm doing anything major, but I still got to work on my temper. Anyway, being transparent. I really don't know how to end it. Just hold on. Just hold on. And when he's trying to make you into a new person, if you truly want to start over, he's going to take you there. Because if he's doing it for me, he's going to do it for you. Am I 100% right in everything that I said? I don't know. I know that there was a strong feeling of him saying, you wanted to start fresh, here we go. And he's doing that. He's fixing my credit. He's fixing my health and my body. And he's putting me back to who I was born as. And starting fresh. And I am thrilled about it. And I am pushing through for those promises. I love you.